Again, after watching the movies in Mahesh Babu and Chiranjeevi, should we go on to the technology side? Okay, let's try to learn something new, innovative. Here, we have our keynote speaker. Is an honor, privilege to introduce one of the senior most executive of the tech titan, that is a Wipro. So that is Mr. Nagendra Bandaru. So I would like to talk a little bit briefly before I call him on the stage. So it's a 26 years of experience at Wipro, right? It's not a short journey. It's a pretty long journey here. So he is the president and managing partner of Wipro's enterprise featuring business line that covers digital operations, platforms, enterprise applications, cybersecurity, digital experience, data, analytics, and AI. And together, these business lines that he is managing have a revenues over $4.75 billion. And he is managing a team, 150,000 employees across 50 global delivery locations. So he has significant experience in the M&A, and Mr. Bandaru has invested over 35 startups in US, India, and Europe. And he is an investor, advisor, mentor, and member of an Indian angel network. So his notable investments are Sitq, Unifor, and Transcell Biologics, SecureV with Juva. So Mr. Bandaru is originally from India, we all know. He is a fellow Telugu person from India. He now resides in Dallas and is married with 2 children. Mr. Bandaru is passionate about developing technologies to empower the people and businesses, and he works with schools and organizations to foster the STEM skills and professional developments for students. He is active with several trusts and working to promote American students' welfare, encourage young entrepreneurs, and enhance the American education system. He is also involved with many charities in the US and the UK as a volunteer and a contributor. So without delay, let's all welcome Mr. Nagendra Bandaru to the stage.
Welcome, sir.
So, welcome again, Nagendra Garu. So it's really an honor to have you here, being a senior executive and able to talk to all our Telugu entrepreneurs. And we would like to hear from you, a few other things. I know it's been in Wipro, you have been there for 26 years. And I'm surprised to see that Wipro names an acronym stands for Western Indian Palm Oil Company, limited company. So it's really from an oil company to a technology giant. It seems to be Ajit Premji's vision and the direction, I think it's led to the Wipro. Same way, I see you involved from the 26 years. And when you started your journey there, I started my company, IntelliSoft, 26 years ago. And we have parallel paths in going as a corporate leader. He grew to the top level executive. Being an entrepreneur, I'm still running my company. So just like to hear from you, your journey and how you started, what's your journey through the career?
I'm a lawyer by background with a finance degree. I had no experience in technology. And the ropes of technology were taught in Tata Consultancy Services. I worked 3 years, and then I moved to Wipro in various areas. When I joined, it was a $20 million company in software. I moved to UK when we were about $2 million. And by the time I left UK, Wipro was about $1 billion company overall. I moved to Dallas in 2006. Ever since I've been here in various capacities working for Wipro. The present stint is what I'm doing.
Excellent. So I think even when you moved to Dallas, I think it started growing pretty faster. So, and so we'll talk about a little bit on the technology side. I think everybody here knows who is Elon Musk is, right? So I think we all try to see what is advancing technology, starting from the robot axis to robot in a humanoid that Elon Musk is investing in. And the same way, where the AI is heading. So especially in future, we are having a pie chart here, but it might be virtual, where we have an agents talking like Nagendra's agent and Satish agent going to be talking in the future. So where are we heading with respect to the AI?
So AI has been there for almost 10-15 years. It's not new. What triggered, if you look at, for example, Google has been investing in AI for many years. AI, fundamentally, companies such as TikTok are deep learning platforms. So there is already AI in the market already. But what revolutionized is the way text can be converted. Thanks to high performance computing by NVIDIA, large amounts of data were able to come in a quick span. So today, the way we foresee technology traversing is in 3 parts. One, automation. There will be sweeping changes in automation. For example, the low end of the jobs will vanish. Simple things like executive assistants, buying something from a retail outlet, writing an essay, or many of the low end of the tasks will get automated. Second is process will become intelligent, and therefore artificial intelligence will gain tremendous amount of importance. For example, COVID, the drugs that came out of COVID took 18 months. Normally a drug, whether a polio drug or any of the drugs, they take about 18 to 20 years. It took about 18 months for both Moderna and Pfizer to come out with a drug. Last week, University of Cambridge came about 1,000 antibiotics at the same time for various ailments. So drug discovery and diseases, the ailments that are going to come will be much, much faster. Media entertainment, you have seen, you already see a lot of fake videos coming in, the ability to clone. So for example, script writing, editing, a lot of that can be done and at an amazing speed today. So we see tremendous opportunities for a maximum amount of transformation that you can do both for your personal life as well as for enterprises.
That's interesting to hear. Especially I see that drug discovery and healthcare, probably that's where we're going to make a faster progress. So it's going to help the community and human beings as lives is going to improve. So, but at the same time, we are looking at a lot more in terms of, is AI is going to take over the world? Like, is it a fiction, science fiction story, or is it really real? So do you have anything, vulnerabilities in terms of the security wise And what do you see is the cyber threats and cyber security stance with respect to the AI?
AI will, of course, have an important play. It is the new S-curve, the way it is going to get transformed. For example, I'll give you an example. Today, Houston and Texas belt, there are a lot of oil fields. In oil, what happens is that a lot of fire breaks out and carbon emissions come. Today, we are able to send drones, and through data and AI, we're able to douse fires so that humans doesn't have to go, and able to predict when the fire is going to break out and reduce carbon dioxide. So Wipro has partnered with Shell and BP in Iraq and in Australia to douse fires through artificial intelligence by working with drone companies. So AI is going to be an augmented technology, and it will not replace many of the human jobs. The reason for that is human mind is a pendulum. It changes suddenly. Artificial intelligence can go up to a certain extent. It can't cross the human intelligence. Security, therefore, becomes extremely critical because, as you see, Warren Buffett in his latest annual report said scamming is going to be the largest industry. As LLMs increase, there are about 250 LLMs. The ability to integrate with old legacy technology becomes extremely tough. And therefore, security becomes key component of everything that we do in future.
That's good. Actually, we need some more regulation. I believe also on the federal side of it, trying to see somebody has to have a monitoring in place, right? So hope Congress is going to act on it. So again, you said something about LLMs. So of course, some of the technology folks here, we use ChatGPT, we use Gemini, we use Copilot, right? So I know, again, it's coming up with so many different ways that you can actually navigate the AI space. So do you see anything in the tools and technologies space-wise where we are heading?
A lot of tools every day. There is a new startup. Already the space is very, very crowded. So there are many tools, applications, infrastructure, data. There are a lot more software companies that are coming in. The challenge is not about the LLMs. The main area is going to be about chips, because today you don't have those high performance chips. There is a 4-year lag for supply chain to deliver chips. So as more companies try to suck up a lot of data, you need the infrastructure, and today you see NVIDIA and most of the chip manufacturing companies are investing in the infrastructure, and then it is going to be the cloud. The application layer is going to be very, very minimal, so it is going to be primarily driven by infrastructure companies.
So you mean the GPUs don't matter, right? So I think the NVIDIA stock is going up. You met the founder of NVIDIA. So what's his thought process?
No, he is 60 years ahead of everybody. So we believe that the entire infrastructure needs to be rebuilt for a futuristic AI world. Coupled with augmented reality and imagery, you really need the infrastructure to be extremely at a high performance computing. And his vision is to replace the current existing infrastructure with high performance computing.
Wow, excellent. So looking forward to that. So again, you have journey that you have vast experience and you have gone through your career. So career path wise, any recommendations do you have for the younger generations? So would you recommend the corporate or startup to help them mend the dilemma that Gen Z has? So a lot of the youngsters here, they are thinking about, okay, should I jump into a startup coming out of the college, or they should go on and join the corporate later?
I think professions are going to stay. For example, diseases are going to continue to increase. So a doctor profession, will continue to thrive with little bit of technology. IT services is going to be disrupted, especially coding and testing. We see at least 60 to 70% automation in software development life cycle. You don't have the future is not going to be a programmer's job. You already see this year a lot of students passing out of UT Austin, the big Purdue, are not getting jobs. The reason for that is the SDLC automation is going at a very rapid pace. Testing is disappearing, and you see IT services companies in India posting at least 10% degrowth from last year to this year. So we believe that IT services, ITES services, a lot of disruption is going to take place. Products is the way to go. We see new opportunities. For example, Wipro has helped Google in the recent elections to contribute almost about $800 million, leveraging AI for the two largest parties to sell social media ads. So we believe that new opportunities will emerge, and we will continue to focus on the newer opportunities as the older opportunities disappear.
That's excellent answer. So hope the youngsters are listening to him. So we are, again, there's a lot of people are in the career path right now. So you might have gone through, some hiccups, some hurdles in our career, right? So do you have any suggestions or advice, while they are working in the working environment wise, or the career wise?
The only thing I will say is integrity is the most important thing in human life today. Security is an issue, scamming is an issue. So those leaders who are truthful, possess high integrity, will thrive in future. Those don't possess integrity, I will say, will fade away. And we have many industry leaders in the Indian industry as well as in US. You have a Warren Buffett who believes in integrity, still at the age of 95 years, gave an AGM for 5.5 hours and spoke to entire shareholders, and today is very, very respected. One thing that we need to take inspiration from people like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates is having high integrity. And I would say, I encourage everybody to be having strong authenticity, because it is one of the most difficult things to do in today's world.
That's the greatest advice I have ever heard from an executive. So it's basically there are no shortcuts in life. So it's what Nagendra was saying is we need to work hard and with integrity, and then you will achieve your goal. Thank you.
I just want to say, those of us who own money, we're going to disappear in 20 years. We're not going to carry this money. Not a single dollar. We come with empty hands and leave with empty hands. We don't even carry these clothes when we die. And I don't know why we crave so much for money. There has to be a purpose in life, and we have to lead a life full of integrity, authenticity, and some code of ethics. So you can't run businesses, and businesses cannot be built without integrity. And the reason why I'm working with Wipro for 26 years, I work with a man who stands by integrity, who has donated his entire wealth to the education system in India. Almost 70% of this wealth, today if you go, is in teaching teachers, second in teaching rural education in government schools. $40 billion of his wealth is being contributed to the Indian education system. Nobody carries this wealth, and we unnecessarily break our heads on amassing wealth which is not going to come with us. So my request to you is, when you build a business that can last for generations, and you create a legacy, and people look up to you for who you are as a truthful citizen of any country.
Excellent, excellent. That deserves a big clap. So, I guess, we're running out of time, so I see her here. So, before we conclude, can you talk about your family? Who must have played the key role in our success, in our career, right? So, also, quote, what is the best Telugu movie that you like, and what is the best Telugu dish that you like?
I have two children. My daughter is going to be a doctor in UT Southwestern. I tried to convince her to study business, but she got convinced to study medicine. My son is studying in McCombs. Business is going to come into my line. I see a tremendous opportunity for any business to create jobs. I see a lot of youngsters struggling for jobs today because there are not many good companies being built. And I see future for entrepreneurs to build larger companies. The second question is relating to what sort of food I like.
Well, and the movie.
I'm a fitness freak, so I like pesarattu because it's very protein. Moong dal dosa, and those of you who don't know. Second, the movie. Any good movie that you can watch with family is very, very good. And I loved Telugu movie, you said?
Telugu movie. Trying to see. Our favorite hero.
Favorite hero is Chiranjeevi.
Chiranjeevi, wow. That's good. Excellent. I think, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing your vision and, guiding us, and a lot of help for the youngsters, that advice for the youngsters.
Thank you.
So, unless anybody has any questions, anybody wants to have, we can take one question. Jay Garu.
So we have a question.
I really appreciate the message what you have given. I have a question. Now in India, a lot of people are programmers, IT testing areas, all these areas they're working. And you said even primary institutions, they're not able to get jobs because they are in the programming because of the AI. How do you see the future of IT services employees in India? Because we have millions of people in every tech city like Hyderabad, Bangalore and all that. Do you think that they will all have to leave the jobs and there is going to be unemployment rate going up? And unfortunately, most of the engineering colleges in and around Hyderabad and other cities, no other domain, no civil engineering, no mechanical engineering, only IT related. How do you think that they will get jobs when premier colleges in USA are not able to get jobs in the current scenario? What is your answer?
So this year, 8,000 people who passed out of IIT didn't get jobs. Any labor-intensive industry is going to struggle in future. Billion-dollar companies are going to be formed with 4 or 5 people. So IT services, ITES services, which are labor-intensive, has to find new opportunities. The good news is that Indian IT industry has moved from Y2K to most of the capability as technology hype cycle, which is a S-curve. In every 10 years, the S-curve is formed. It started with Y2K, then went to mobile, it went to e-commerce, mobile. At every disruption, the IT industry found the wave. And I believe that there will be a new wave of S-curve where all these people will move. But I do not see massive, for example, today each IT services company employs about 100,000 to 200,000 employees. The future is not going to be such at a massive, rapid space. And that's why you see in India today a lot of startups are being formed. A lot of products are being created. If you take Chennai, which is the SaaS capital of India, so more and more companies will have to go through entrepreneurship. The Indian education system also is changing. You see a lot of IIT guys starting companies. So there is a lot of opportunity in India. It is the only place where 7% GDP growth is continuing, which is the only country in the world at 7 to 8% India is growing. It has the youngest population. It is the largest consumer industry that we can adopt. And that's why I believe I'm very, very bullish about India. You also see a lot of biotech companies coming in, a lot of drug discovery companies coming in. So there will be a lot of new areas where India will thrive, manufacturing. There is a large semiconductor push that Indian government is giving. So we believe that there will be tremendous opportunity in that. Third, for example, we have a new chief minister in Andhra Pradesh who is an advocate of technology. And I strongly believe that sovereign AI and state-based AI, which are what I call small LLMs, will be formed for citizen services. And I continue to believe that there will be new opportunities leveraging artificial intelligence and various disciplines. So,
Really nice. Thanks a lot. I think we're going to conclude the discussion here. Thanks a lot, Nagendra ji.
Sir, I would like to request you to stay back for just a minute for the moment of presentation by Subbarao Garu. Thank you so much for all your valuable words. And I'm pretty sure, like me, many more are inspired and looking forward to the many solutions that you have presented today. Thank you. Quick moment of presentation to Satish Garu as well. You want to join here, sir? Thank you. Sure. A few words by Subbarao Garu.
I want to acknowledge Satish Manduva Garu's help, involvement in Business Excellence Awards 2024. Fantastic. Thank you, sir.